Okay, here we go again. Try number 2. I don't know if I'll be able to connect part of the other or not, Paul.
We got that tree, and 2 there, and 3, 4, 5. You could get 5 cedar posts right really quick. They're worth $10 a piece.
But we don't sell them. We just build our own fence with them. There's some little deer droppings. They're a lot smaller than the elk.
Now if you want to see something that nobody's ever seen before, come right over here. The bottom side of that rock. My goodness.
Look at there.
Wow. You was the first ones to witness that.
Yeah. The elk managed to get some turds under it. There's just some elk turds.
There's a rub down there.
I know y'all's just enjoying seeing all those elk piles. Folks like us get excited when we see that because we know there's been something here. There comes some more raindrops.
Somebody's been rubbing their horns right here. There was a tree up here a little bit east of us. It was probably about that big around. The elk just snapped that sucker off.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Their hormones were raging that day. How do we get out of here?
We're going to end up getting wet. Feels good though. A little over a year ago, I was going to video some bull elk that were fighting. I was at the cabin and I could hear this bugling, and so I go out through the trees, and it was the evening, and I go out through the trees, and I could hear their antlers clacking, and it kept getting louder and louder and darker, and I got a little chicken, and I turned around and left because I thought, oh, what if they come after me and I'm all by myself? Would have been a good video though. If I'd have had my man, that would have been different.
Why, I can outrun you. They still had their way with you. Yes. Yeah.
Here's the game trail. Yeah, some of these are pretty fresh.
Okay.
There's the game trail, goes
Yes.
clear up there.
Okay. All right. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Hey, Lori's got her military ID, so maybe she can get in for free.
Here's one that's been rubbed on just a bit. But man, that was a pretty big tree that was broke off from the ones we saw, oh, last fall, I reckon. There's some more rubs. The air's so fresh and clean out here, you guys. Yeah, it's chilly. We're just out for a leisurely walk, not one to exert ourselves, but when we come back, it's all a steady incline. It doesn't look like it, but you can tell, you feel it. Game trail goes on through there. Rosie's bringing the treasure back. What you got, Rose? Did you find a treasure? Huh? You did? Let me see. What you got? You gonna take it to Daddy? Well, if you bury it, you're not gonna find it again. I guess she found it and she's burying it. That's funny. Did you bury your treasure? A bone. She come over by this tree stump and buried it.
They're probably just laying down.
Looks like they found a place to bed down right there.
Trash that one. And trash that tree.
Yeah, there's a tree they broke off. There's another one that they rubbed and broke off.
Survey marker.
There's a survey marker. It's putting it back up. Well, looks like more elk's been here, Pa.
Yeah.
Are you sure, Pa?
Look, there's some elk turds right there.
You think?
Let's see. Feels like an elk turd.
You feel like one?
Looks like an elk turd. Smells like an elk turd. No, I'm not going to eat it. It's an elk turd.
Gotcha. There's another one. This is a busy area.
That's about the size of the limit was that got snapped off.
Yeah, it was pretty thick of a one that they broke off.
There's a flag over here.
There's going to be a road going through this part. Things are changing. We'll just have to go up farther. Getting cold.
Wind's blowing.
My little finger, I think I have to hold up when I film, is turning purple. And the wind's picking up and droplets are coming down. There's some lichen. It looks pretty. This is how the rocks all look out here, you guys. Pretty, huh? Like to have that one in the yard, but I don't want to carry it. And
Me neither.
And Tracy especially doesn't want to carry it.
This is Halfway Hill we're looking at. That's where the fire started. Kids out cooking a steak or something. And then about right there, there's a little rocky knoll. It's fun to drive up there on your ATV. We used to come out here when we was kids before cell phones and ATVs were invented. And hang out up there. And over there, there's what they call the three apple tree pond. Of course, it's probably planted by a homesteader. The apple trees, I'm sure, are gone. The pond's there, and somebody's built a cabin over in there. You know, I know fires do good things, but my goodness, this is horrible. So, this fire went, there's, I think, at least 3 ridges over back in there. We're kind of looking towards Pine Creek a little bit. There's a horse trail across the top of that ridge over there. And we're just down here. It's pretty, but all the trees being burnt. It's kind of a little depressing. People's been in here cutting a little firewood, which I guess is good for them. We're hoping to see some deer and a little wildlife. It's always fun. It's a little stormy day, but it's a beautiful day. Nice winter day. I spent probably at least 2 weekends a month out on that mountain, Halfway Hill. A plane crashed into it years and years ago. The couple that caught on fire, the couple was able to get out. And then they walked, it was around Thanksgiving time, they walked down to the freeway. We had a scanner at the time. Come over the scanner, it says there's naked people by the freeway waving at everybody. What it was their clothes had burned off from them, or pretty much most of their clothes. They had to walk through the mud and the snow down to the freeway. There's a book written about it.
Called Burning Within.
Called The Burning Within. But I like it out here.
This is what riffraff does to your beautiful areas. They just keep hauling garbage in. Probably somebody slept on that once upon a time. But people buy property up here and just haul trash in and leave it. It's ridiculous. Here's just some good rubs. They start clear up here.
About 7 feet up.
About 7 feet up. They're down here. They broke the limb off there. And all these trees used to go clear out there, but no more.
Keep the camera right there. That hill, the smaller hill right there, we have several holes around here. We call them hell holes. Nobody knows where they come from, just that there's a hole there. And you can drop a rock down in there and listen to it bounce till it goes out of sight. But that was always a fun place to go. I'm assuming the Forest Service has got a grate over it now. I've been to it several times. Just kind of a fun place.
Well, that's all for today, folks. Thanks for coming along. Y'all come back now. You hear? Rowdy out.